Hey guys, this is Saad and welcome back. So today we're just going to discuss about Azure Web Applications. So right now what I've done is that I've deployed a simple MediaWiki application using MySQL, that is in-app MySQL, that is right now in preview, and I've deployed a website that is developed in PHP and using a PHP framework that is MediaWiki. So what I would do right now is that I would simply just go in here. Just go to the URL, which I have already opened. Just go here and click enter. So it's working. There we go. Amazing. But when you talk about deploying your application, so most of the people just get the idea that it's totally based on maybe a very black box technique that you're not able to just go into the settings of the respective place that on which the web application is hosted, and you're not able to tweak your settings just like you do in your VM that might be on-prem, that might be hosted in a cloud as an infrastructure. So platform as a service is not that much amazing deal maybe. And I would tell those guys that it's just totally about that. Have you explored all of the stuff behind the Azure web application going on? So actually most of us haven't discovered that, and those who have discovered that are really enjoying it. So for example, if you just remove this, and here, after the name of your website, I just introduce SCM. Let's see what happens. And there you go. It goes for the authentication, checks out that I'm logged in with my live account, and there you go. And here's my KUDU instance. So what's KUDU? KUDU is basically a project that is for the diagnostics, and that is basically used for many of the things, just like if I just want to just get the app settings, get the deployments, get the source control info, maybe get the files, processes, and the many dumps, I can do that. Runtime variants, I need to get that, but I can do that easily. Site extensions, maybe, if I just want to install. For example, if I just go to take a look at web jobs and functions, I can do that easily, super easy for me. But the most amazing thing is the process explorer. You want to check it out, what processes are running, and you want to check it out that what processes or properties are. So for example, the PHP is running, MySQL is running, and all of this process here. So there you go. And you're able to just go into the properties as well and start the profiling if you want. It also has the thread count and the private memory, working set, total CPU time, username, and process ID. So, for example, these are the processes that are running, and I just want to just remove a process or maybe do something with that. I would be needing a console, and the PowerShell would do that super easily. And how about if I just want to do that with a command prompt, maybe? Let's see. But for example, if you just simply go to debug console, both of those are available out of the box. So now what happened is that if I just click on CMD, sorry, it just takes me to the console that is running on the very machine on which your website is hosted as a platform as a service. So, for example, if I just go to the access to the data, for example, let's just go to the data, so I would be able to see the MySQL instance there, and in MySQL instance, for example, if I just want to get the connection string, so maybe this is the right file, I can simply edit that, download that, and maybe remove that if I just want to do. So there you go. So it tells me the database is localDB. The data source is 127.0.0.1:56920. User ID is Azure, and the password is this one. There you go. So this is the connection string. For example, I deploy a simple MySQL instance, and I want to connect my application with that database. So how would I do that? I would use connection string. If I need to get the connection string, I would just get it here. Super easy. Not only this, but for example, I need to deploy a plugin for the MediaWiki. So how would I do that? I would simply go to the site, go to www.root. In the root, what I would simply do is that I would just go to extensions. Extensions. So now, out of the box, Git is available in it, and Node is also available. I can install npm package if I like. But right now, I'm having a website here, sorry, a plugin here, and that is a Wiki Banner plugin. So it says that installation instruction can be found here. We'll simply open that in a new tab. And for now, what I would simply do is I would clone the repository. I'll just copy this. Just go here on Diagnostics console and say get colon and just paste it here and say boom. It's cloning and it has cloned that. So now I'll be able to see that wiki banner. There you go. And that very file that was there that will be installed in it. So there you go, wikibanner.php, and that's amazing, super easy, just like this. You can also install your WordPress extensions or themes or whatever you like that are available in the GitHub in the open source community. So if that is not even available in the open source community, you can simply deploy your own Gits here. So by simply cloning that. So right now what I'm going to do is that I'll just go here, back here, and it says that not only this, what you gotta do is that you gotta also tweak the local settings of PHP. So I'll just go back to the diagnostic console. I say, okay, I need to go back. I need to go to the home where my site is hosted. So I simply go to the sites and www.root. And in the root, I'll be able to see local settings of PHP, and I say I need to edit that. It's super easy. You can edit that right here. So after, there you go. Da, 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 da. How about if I just put in here? I believe it would be okay. Save this and just simply copy this and just paste it here. Remove the SCM and a dot and run this. And let's see what happens. There you go, it's running, super cool. So now I would go back to the extension. It says that, for example, if you add this, you'll be able to see the banner code. So I say, okay, fine, makes sense to me. What I would simply do is go to local settings.php, go to edit. Right behind, sorry, there, where I've written the required statement for the very extension, I would type in here, banner code. I say do Azure banner, ta-da, and there you go. I also simply say click and save and just refresh my website and see the magic. There you go. I'm able to see the banner, do Azure banner, ta-da! And it's super easy to do that kind of stuff. I want to just tweak my settings of PHP. I can do that super easily using KUDU. And for example, if I just go here on the site root, there I'll be able to see the config, the app data, the temp, the temporary ASP.NET files, the user profile, virtual directories, everything that I need that is right available there. For example, if I just go to config, I can just get the listing of the PHP variants installed on it. PHP 7, PHP 5.6, 5.5, 5.4, and 7.0. For example, I want to install Composer. I can do that easily. I want to download maybe Code Igniter from Composer. I can do that super easy. So you can, the sky is the limit. But that's not all. I would simply click inside extensions and just have a look what I'm gonna do. Right now, no extension has been installed. But for example, I just go to gallery and search for maybe a static extension that is Visual Studio. So it says your website's browser. So there you go. PHP My Admin is available. And I'm not able to see that for extension. But you see a lot of extensions are available. Composer would be available here. Python, PHP 7, Laravel, there you go. Laravel. For example, you want to deploy an application of Laravel, you can do that super easily. Site replicator, and I'm able to see. If you guys see, do let me know in the comments. So Jekyll, odd 0, and a lot of applications available. JRuby extension. A lot of things are available here. So a number of extensions, some of those are developed by Microsoft and some of those are developed by some third-party developers. So you can use those extensions and that will be available out of the box to you right there. So for example, right now if I just installed a PHP manager that is developed by Zane Rizvi, who works at Microsoft actually. So I would simply restart the site and let's see what happens. I know I'm annoying, but let's go to the installed and just start with this and 1, 2, come on, there you go. So there is PHP Manager. I can just tweak all of my PHP settings here, and I hope you get the idea. So what I want to do, I can do that easily with the KUDU instance that's available here. So now next thing, how KUDU is running. Whenever your website is deployed, that is MVC website, or that is a WordPress website, or anything like that, that includes the source code deployments, KUDU is behind that. So KUDU is not a multi-tenant here, it's a single tenant, and a single tenant deployment is done whenever your website is deployed, and whenever there is need for source control. Your KUDU instance is not any way connected with your website, but it's using the resources of your websites that are allocated by you. But the question arises here, for example, if that is not connected directly with your website, how is it going to manage that? File system, my friends, file system. So what file system does is that you guys already know that it reflects changes to your website, and that's all we gotta do. The most amazing thing that I am fascinated with is that you can simply drag and drop your folders here. If you just go here into the debug console, go to the command prompt, and simply drag and drop any folder here, so it will be copied here, and I can do that many of the operations super easily. For example, I want to introduce a favicon.ico file, so I can simply just drag and drop it here, and I'm done with this. I need to connect an FTP server, an FTP client, and then connect with this Azure website, just get the idea of all the things. So with that, for example, you're having a sysadmin at your office, and he wants to help you out with the diagnostics that your website is having issues, and you want to diagnose what kind of things are going wrong, what kind of processes are going wrong. You want to debug the process, you want to get the properties and do all of the stuff. You can do that easily from the KUDU console. So that's it for today's video. I hope you now get an idea of KUDU. You guys utilize that, and next time we'll talk more about KUDU. But till then, let me tell you, Azure Web Applications is not a black box mechanism. It's having the complete control and paying for the platform as a service. Make sure you can do everything that you guys do on your virtual machine. So KUDU is behind that. A single tenant KUDU instance works. Thank you guys. See you next time.